What's a secret you'll take to the grave? My boyfriend proposed to me at 25, and I was so happy that I thought no one could ruin it, until I told my aunt, because she insisted that I invite my dad to the wedding. But little did she know, she was going to regret that suggestion 100 times more than me. But at the time, it really ticked me off. You see, I hate my dad, and not in the casual like, ugh, my dad is so annoying way. I mean deep, bone deep hatred. When I was 7, my dad came home from a long day at work and had received an email saying I was talking in class. When I saw him coming down the hall, I was smiling and excited to give my daddy a hug. But then, in his right arm, I saw a whipping tool, and I understood that I couldn't stop what was going to happen next. And as if that wasn't bad enough, he then proceeded to steal my innocence. The rest of my childhood went pretty similarly, so when I moved out at 18, going no contact with him was a no-brainer. In fact, every year that passed where I didn't have to talk to my dad, I celebrated by taking the day off work and buying myself a Baskin-Robbins ice cream cake. So when my aunt argued that I had to invite him because he was going to die soon, I couldn't help but respond with the words, "One can only hope." Well, she didn't appreciate my humor, and instead continued to tell me that family is family, and if you couldn't already guess, this didn't work on me at all. So eventually, she resorted to offering to pay for 50% of the wedding if I invited my dad. I agreed almost instantly, and later that week I drove to his nursing home. But on the way there, more and more memories flooded my mind. I thought about when I was 16. It was one of the many times my dad came home super drunk with his friends. I figured it wouldn't be long until they blacked out, but then I heard my bedroom door open, and his friend walked in. I froze as he crawled into my bed beside me, and despite my struggles, well, and when I told my dad the next day, he told me to stop making shut up. It was a memory I thought I had mentally deleted, but I guess not. So when I came face to face with pure evil, my dad, I was filled with resentment, but he just stared at me blankly before saying, "Charlotte, I missed you. This would have been fine, except Charlotte isn't my name, it's my cousin's." I reminded him I was his daughter, and he spouted some gibberish before laughing and telling me to stop kidding around, because he never had a daughter. This made my insides boil with anger. There was no way that effing imbecile had forgotten me, right? But when I tried to jog his memory with the years of pain he inflicted, his eyes remained glossy and he told me to stop with my vulgarities before asking me how my aunt was doing. I had to stop myself from slapping him before walking out. My mind was spinning, because not only had that piece of crap spent 18 years treating me like a human punching bag, but he had forgotten it too. I told my aunt to keep her effing money and did what I should have done all along. I went back to the nursing home in the middle of the night. It was pretty run down, and I could tell the carers didn't actually care about their patients. So when no one was looking, I shoved a pillow over his ugly face until he stopped breathing and walked out. So my wedding was, in fact, the best day of my life.